The following is an exclusive presentation of Ravens Productions.
Coming up on this week's Ravens Report, Marcus Peters was mic'd up as the Ravens fell in New York. We preview this week's huge AFC North matchup against the Browns with head coach John Harbaugh and running back Kenyan Drake. All that and more on this week's Ravens Report.
They are dancing in the aisles. Oh, what a scene we have at M&T.
Welcome back to this week's edition of Ravens Report, presented by MedStar Health. I'm Evan Washburn. Well, after a frustrating loss to the Giants last week, the Ravens returned to the AFC North, with the Browns coming to town for a visit on Sunday, which provides a critical opportunity to maintain control of the division after what has been a roller coaster of a season through the first 6 weeks. And the priority Sunday and moving forward has to be finish after another double-digit lead surrendered in New York, where we did have Marcus Peters mic'd up. So before we move ahead, let's head back to MetLife for Ravens Wire.
MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey on a beautiful fall Sunday. It's the Ravens at 3-2. The Giants a surprising 4-1. Two teams trying to stay above the crowd in their respective conferences.
We're going to play relentless today. You know what I'm saying? We're going to run that ball relentless. We're going to do everything relentless. We're going to play relentless until the clock ends.
It matters what we got right here in this circle. That's all that matters at the end of the day. Let's go ball out. Let's go make plays.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. You already know what I'm going to tell you. Play fast, be yourself. Yep. Remember, man, somebody got you here. So everybody got somebody to play for. Everybody got a meaning to play for today. Remember that when you out on that field. Hey, it's going to be a dogfight. We're in a marathon. In order to win the race, we got to take care of the little steps first. And this is a step in front of us.
Play you, boy. Let's go ball.
Hey, Big Swole, let me get two of them.
Come on, harder. Come on, harder. Let's go.
Good, quality, this is football. Raven football. All together as one. Let's go. 1 on 3. 1, 2, 3.
So we are waiting for that play that springs this game open.
Come on, yo. Come on.
Play action, deep drop, drifting to the right, fires down the middle. He's got Mark Andrews at the 40-yard line of the Giants, and that is good for another Ravens first down, a 17-yard gain.
Come on, baby.
Jackson hands it to Drake. He's got a hole. He's to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Kenyan Drake. And the Ravens strike first with 9:26 to play in the opening half. A 20-yard touchdown run as Kenyan Drake gets his first touchdown as a Raven and delivers the first points of the afternoon.
Good job, BP. Good job, baby. Good job. KD. Hey. Everybody be ready to come out the sack and tackle, all right?
Jones takes the snap, rolls to the right, lobs to a wide-open Matt Breida, who is drilled off his feet, but he holds on to the ball at the 24-yard line. Marcus Peters chucking Breida with his shoulder.
Ravens just need to settle down, one play at a time.
Hey, let's go now.
Jones takes the snap, fakes the handoff, fakes the end around, drifts back, fires across the middle, back of the end zone, bobbled and incomplete.
You hear me? I'm trying to get the ball. You hit that out of me, Tico.
I tell you what, Marcus Peters tipped that early and almost had that interception.
I'm about to catch that.
Jones looks to the left with the snap, throws, he's got a man wide open, and Wandale Robinson is in for the touchdown.
A lot of football left, baby. A lot of football left.
Fakes the handoff, keeps it. He crosses the 30, 35, jukes a man, still on his feet, 40, 45, and all the way out to the Ravens' 49-yard line. A 24-yard gain as Lamar Jackson found the crease and ripped through it for a big gain.
He looks like he shot out of a cannon on the
It's a safety. Like I said, safety, bro. You know the safeties are great athletes. You know they're great athletes. Oh my God, bro. That boy special. He's been Lamar.
I'm him.
Oh, man, honey got his head, bro. He's a tough tackle. It's not normal.
Drake, the deep back, darts to the right, bounces around the edge, 25, 20, high steps his way to the 15 before he is ushered out of bounds. 17-yard run for Kenyan Drake, who is having by far his best day as a Raven.
Hey, that boy trusting his speed today. He trusting his speed today. KD is out here. He is out here. Alabama lost, but he out here.
Jackson alone in the backfield, takes the snap. Giants bring a blitz, lob pass, end zone. Mark Andrews bobbles, pulls it in, touchdown Ravens.
Hey, DBs. Hey, if we get anything in proximity, work.
Jones off the play fake. Lob to the end zone. It's intercepted, but a flag is down. Picked off by Marcus Peters, who brings it out of the end zone along the 15-20, near side 30. And the preliminary signal is interference on the Ravens.
Defense, number 24. The foul occurred in the end zone.
To give it to Barkley. Hurdles over the pile, and he's in for the go-ahead touchdown for the Giants. They have 75 yards to go. A minute and 43 to get there. They have 3 timeouts to work with. Takes the snap. Giants rush 5. Jackson in a world of hurt. He fumbles the ball. Loose ball at the 15. And the Giants have recovered at the 12.
Yeah, this one's going to sting.
We know what we're capable of doing. Let some ball games slip away. You know, it's still early in the season. You know, we're not going to hit the panic button. We're just going to get back to playing football.
It's going to be on us to turn it around. You know, we can't keep saying it. We got to go grind, meet, figure it out, whatever it is, and we got to get it done.
We just need to refocus on ourselves and make sure we're focused and just locked in on what we need to do.
And we know what we can do. You know, we just got to improve, keep getting better.
And that finishing theme becomes even more important as the Ravens enter a stretch with 2 games in 5 days, beginning Sunday at M&T Bank Stadium against the Cleveland Browns. Coming up next on Ravens Report, off the field, the Ravens join forces for the 4th annual Call to Action next.
Welcome to Northwest Regional Park in Baltimore County's first destination playground in partnership with guess who? The Baltimore Ravens!
The playground will be a destination for people all over the county and region and provide excitement, exercise, and fun for kids of all ages for years to come.
We are really grateful here at the Ravens. Love to see you all playing. We'll be stopping by over time. Thank you for the opportunity.
1, 2, 3, Ravens!
Welcome back to Ravens Report from the Under Armour Performance Center. I'm Evan Washburn. Monday's ribbon cutting is just one of the Ravens' community initiatives this season. Earlier this month, the Ravens hosted their 4th annual Call to Action Day of Service, which in total delivered an unfathomable 3.6 million volunteer minutes spread across 40 nonprofit organizations that serve our greater Baltimore community. Let's take a look back at this year's Call to Action.
Call to Action is an annual day of service that we initiated back in 2019. We work in partnership with the United Way of Central Maryland, and it's a day that we get out and volunteer all across the state. We have close to 50 different volunteer events happening, and not only are our staff members out and about and our players are out and about, it's a great way for us to say, hey, Ravens flock, come join us in volunteering today and benefiting all of these great nonprofits that can use our support.
For nearly 100 years, United Way of Central Maryland has been uniting communities to do good all throughout Central Maryland. We're excited because over 50 projects will be happening all throughout greater Baltimore community. We'll be working with the Ravens, our core partner, to make sure this happens.
So today we're at the Warehouse Collaborative in downtown Baltimore, and we have been working with the Maryland Book Bank and Leveling the Playing Field, as well as Share Baby. Lots of great partners of ours and nonprofits that use warehouse space to be able to store donations, and then they help to strategically get them out to the communities that really need them and families that need them.
Yeah, we're at James McHenry Elementary. So any time that we can, have the opportunity to, spend a day to help the community, especially these schools, it's awesome to take advantage of it.
To be a part of this Ravens call to action, here loading up the bookmobile, sorting out books, and then seeing this whole collective space again, with Share Baby, another organization that my wife and I know well and have supported for a number of years. Just being able to come out here and volunteer, give a little bit of our time, and bring a little bit of a little bit more awareness, a little bit more attention to some really great organizations. It's really important to not just myself and my teammates, but all of our families and the whole Ravens organization.
Call to action is just awesome. Heather and her team do a great job. Our community team does a great job organizing over 45 sites, over 10,000 volunteers, 100 Ravens staff. We've got a number of our players who are taking time on their day off. It's just such an important component of what the Ravens stand for and what we want to be about in the community.
We have a nice, long-standing partnership with the Ravens. They get it. Many of the players, because their lived experiences, they come from various communities around the country, and they get it. The importance of giving back, making a difference. So this is just one day where we can all rally around this special cause.
We show up, and I think that means a lot to the community, to know that we're here through thick and thin. We're going to support this community in lots of different ways. And today is a way where we're literally getting out, rolling up our sleeves, and making sure that we can support through volunteerism.
Just to be able to give back, have fun, come in, enjoy some time with some people, and wrap some diapers, man, not bad. I do have a 2-year-old, her name's Thunder. Her mom is right there. And I never wrapped diapers like by 25, but I've definitely put more than like 1,000 on the butt before, so I'm pretty handy with diapers.
Yeah, you just get a taste for everybody here. You get a taste for the community. Obviously, Marlon and AB here, and just talking to everybody. It's a nice time.
60,000 volunteer hours, right? 3.6 million minutes that matter and make a difference.
Every little bit of effort counts, and every person that puts a little bit of their time into supporting these organizations, every little bit counts.
Go Ravens!
What a team effort across the organization, and the Ravens are already looking forward to next year's call to action in 2023. Coming up next on Ravens Report, with over 100 yards rushing against the Giants, Kenyan Drake gave the Ravens a spark out of the backfield. We sit down with the 7th-year running back next. Welcome back to this week's edition of Ravens Report, presented by MedStar Health. I'm Evan Washburn. Injuries at running back have led to opportunities, with Justice Hill out and J.K. Dobbins continuing to work back from his knee injury. Kenyan Drake took his opportunity and literally ran with it for 110 yards and a touchdown on just 10 carries against the Giants. And this week, he caught up with our Shelby Garnath to talk about his big game and his journey to Baltimore.
Slicing Kenyan Drake, turns on the speed. Touchdown, Kenyan Drake. And Kenyan Drake is having a day.
Drake can get down.
Kenyan, obviously not the team outcome that everyone wanted, but you had your best game as a Raven on Sunday. What allowed you to kind of have that breakout performance?
Just the scheme. Coaches put everybody in a position to be successful, and then O-line obviously creating just huge holes for me and my fellow backs to kind of do our job, and we were able to kind of go out there and do that very efficiently.
When you break free for a 30-yard touchdown run, what's going through your mind?
Just don't get caught from behind, and that hasn't been the case really mostly in my career, so it proved to bold true again on Sunday.
What was the team's mindset on Sunday after the loss to the Giants?
24-hour rule, understand that it was a tough loss, but we have a divisional opponent coming into our stadium this weekend against the Browns, so we want to continue to replicate the success that we had, but obviously finish it on a higher note.
Well, it's still early in the season. We're not even to the halfway point yet. As a veteran, after a tough loss like that, how do you keep the younger guys focused and kind of on track?
Just 1 week at a time, honestly. It's really a season within a week, because every week is a new opponent, fresh face. You kind of have to erase the good or bad that you may have experienced, with a win or a loss like how we had this past weekend, and continue to kind of get better and learn from everything that you can as you move forward.
Mm-hmm. You've been here for about a month and a half now. What's it been like working with guys like J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards?
It's been cool. Obviously those guys are very talented. And to have a position group as talented as we do, each and every week, one of us can kind of break out. It was my time last week. We're just trying to, every week step into the role that, the team kind of provides for us and just excel in it.
Once Gus and JK are fully back and healthy, what's the potential of this ground unit?
The sky's the limit, clearly. Like I said, with the talent that we all have individually and with the way that this offense kind of runs, especially with, Lamar at the helm, as a collective unit, we can kind of step on the field and nobody will really be able to know how to kind of defend us. It's just a lot of weapons. I'm excited.
What's it been like playing with Lamar Jackson?
Yeah, he's a game breaker. You see the things that he can do from afar, when I've been on other teams. And now being on the same team, just even the things that he doesn't practice, is just at a different level.
Looking at the Browns defense, what are the keys to establishing the run game this Sunday?
Really just controlling the line of scrimmage. That's what football at the end of the day is all about. Offensive D-line play, keep them off balance with the different looks that we have, and like I said, just continue to ground and pound.
Okay, Katie, we're gonna end with a few rapid fire this or that questions.
Okay.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Spin move or a juke move?
That's a hard one, actually. I'm gonna go with a juke.
Run a defender over or hurdle them?
Definitely. I'm not a jumper, so yeah, we're gonna attempt to run somebody over.
We'll just run them over.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Katie, thank you so much for your time and good luck Sunday against the Browns.
Thank you, appreciate it.
And the Ravens' run game has continued to improve over the last few weeks, and as the team prepares for a crucial AFC North matchup, the run game will no doubt play a big role on Sunday. Coming up next on Ravens Report, we sit down with head coach John Harbaugh to talk about this week's game against those Browns.
Ravens Report is brought to you by MedStar Health, the official medical team of the Baltimore Ravens, and you. MedStar Health. It's how we treat people.
Welcome back to Ravens Report from the Under Armour Performance Center. I'm Evan Washburn. The Ravens face a very familiar opponent this week in the Cleveland Browns, and one they've had a lot of success against. The Ravens have beaten the Browns 23 times during the Harbaugh era, which is more than any other team over that span. And for more on this year's opportunity at 24, here's the head coach with Garrett Downing.
Coach, thank you so much for the time. This week you're back at home. The Cleveland Browns are coming to town, obviously an AFC North matchup. What stands out to you when you're looking at this team?
Well, I mean, they're just a good all-around football team. Very talented, very well coached, physical team. Physical front, offensive line, running back, all the receivers will block. Physical defense, very aggressive defense, very hard-playing defense. It's a rivalry game. It's always a tough game when the Ravens and the Browns play. So we know what to expect, and I'm sure they do too, and we'll go play.
Certainly their run game is such a huge piece of what they do, and Nick Chubb's one of the best backs in the league. Last week you faced another back who's one of the best in Saquon Barkley. You did a good job limiting him over the course of that game. Are they set up in a similar fashion in that a lot of their offense runs through those guys?
They are in that sense. They build the offense, I would say, around the back. Both teams do. I mean, the Browns have a lot of great players. They've got wide receivers, they got tight ends. They have another back. Nick Chubb is a downhill. He can make cuts, but he's kind of a one-cut accelerator. If you think you're going to throw an arm tackle in there or something like that and bring him down, you're really not going to do it. So our guys understand that. We'll be up for the challenge, and it is a challenge.
Your running game got going last week. Kenyan Drake had a really nice day, and the offensive line looks like it's coming together. Ronnie Stanley's been playing. What's the key to keeping that run game rolling like you started last week?
Well, we got to just keep executing. We got to just keep, there's a lot of details to it, footwork, fit, there's a physicality to it. There's Lamar doing a great job because Lamar's up there orchestrating which way we go and how we do it and what play we're in. So all those things kind of go hand in hand. The ball handling is very important. It comes down to execution really in the end.
This week is a special occasion. It's the 10-year reunion of the 2012 Super Bowl team. So everyone from that team is coming back, and they're going to be at the game. Something you've said many times with that group is that team walks together forever. What is the significance of just having a moment where these guys who, live all over the country and don't get to see each other very often, but they get to come back and spend some time together?
That's it. I mean, they do. They're going to walk together this weekend. And they'll always walk together in that championship, just an accomplishment. And it's not just that moment. I mean, it's all the things that led up to that. That was a tough road. It was a tough road in 11. It was a tough road in 10, tough road in 9. It's a tough road during that season, the ups and downs. But you overcome those things and ultimately you prevail. No matter what ups and downs you face, you still in the end, you walk together in that accomplishment, and I think they'll probably celebrate that this weekend.
Awesome. Well, we can't wait. It's going to be a great time. I know fans are excited about that moment, so we're looking forward to that. Coach, thanks so much. Good luck this weekend.
Thanks, Garrett.
So now the challenge squarely shifts to a visit from the Cleveland Browns, who are 2-4, but 3 of those losses are by a just combined 6 points. And they are in desperation mode at this point in the season, which can make for a very dangerous opponent. Here are a couple keys for this one from my perspective. Offensively for the Ravens, find Myles Garrett on every play. He's coming off arguably his best game of the season against the New England Patriots last week with 2 sacks. Defensively, it's a priority every week, but you have to stop the run against the Browns. They're number 1 in the NFL in rushing, and Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, they can be a scary duo. That's it for this week's show. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to tune in to Ravens and Browns Sunday at 1 p.m. on CBS. And don't miss Ravens pregame live before kickoff with Shelby Gernath and former Ravens wide receiver Torrey Smith. You can catch that on YouTube, Facebook, or BaltimoreRavens.com. Enjoy the game, and we'll see you next time here on Ravens Report.